Hi, it's Ethan Mussolini, the Merchant of Success, CEO Success Africa, motivational speaker, human resource trainer, life, career, and business coach. Welcome back. This is part 2 of the 3-part series on how to grow an existing business. So there are actually 3 segments: how to start a business, how to grow a business, and how to scale a business. And each of those segments has 3 parts. So this is part 2 of 3-part portion on how to grow an existing business. Earlier in part 1, we talked about how to focus on sales and marketing. And just by the way, to alert you, this series is specifically for the Africa Entrepreneurship Award applicants, just to add value to you, because I'm one of the coaches and mentors on the program, and it's a really, really valuable program. So this is part of my way to add value to the program and process. So I really appreciate whoever has stepped in and made this happen. So if in case you're not part of the process, I would highly encourage you to check it out. It usually happens around, the applications usually happen around April of each year, and it's real cool stuff. You get world-class coaches and mentors from across the world. You get input towards your business ideas. And should you be lucky and you go to the highest level of the food chain and you're among the finalists in December, well, guess what? I've seen people carry 50, 100, 150,000 US dollars for those who emerge as the best of the best. And I've seen it happen. In 2015, I was at the finalist camp, and part of the group I was coaching, 3 of them got actual money. One got 50,000, the other one 100,000, the other one 150,000 US dollars. But for me, it's really not about the money. The real value, even more than anything else, is the input you get from coaches and mentors. Because once your business works better, then you can surpass all goals. So really, I have to encourage you very highly to go forth with the program. If you're already on the program, well done. Congratulations. Enjoy the video. So in this particular segment, we want to talk about hiring the right team. You know, many years ago, I read the book Good to Great by Jim Collins, and he talked about getting the right people on the bus, meaning if you get the right people on the team, then the rest will be sorted. And I believe that was one of the best statements ever said around human capital. So Jim Collins, the same guy I was referring to, said great vision without great people is irrelevant, because it's the people that bring the vision to life, that bring the vision to bear. And that's where the real magic is. Now let's talk about benefits of having the right team. Number 1, there is synergy. People work together to create more magic. Then there are better ideas, because when great people come together, then the exponential growth of ideas skyrockets. Then there's efficiency, of course. Great people, great efficiency. There's a great support from that team of people, because then with the right mix of people, with the right talent, with the right beliefs, support is bound to happen. Vision is not clear, people won't follow you. They won't know where to go. And guess what? Your business will go nowhere. Then there are also power struggles. I've seen power struggles tear teams apart. When one feels that their department should be the priority, when one feels they should get a bigger budget, guess what? I have seen it happen. Even in governments, you hear of security agencies fighting one another, or different ministries fighting for different resources. That can bring the whole team down. Then the other one is undefined roles, especially when people find themselves clashing against each other. That can be a huge cost to the team. Then if there are also poor reward systems, what I mean by that, you know, people perform and they don't see rewards out of their sweat, they get discouraged. So with poor reward system, you get poor performance. Then personality conflicts, especially when there are huge egos. If you put 2 huge egos together, they are bound to clash. And guess what? You are bound to pay the price. So then there are people whom I call having the anti-team culture. There are people who just who are lone wolves. They just want to work alone, and that in the end can also be quite pricey. Now, what are some of the things you should consider while putting together a great team? Number one, attitude. For me, attitude is up there besides character. So does the person have the right attitude? Are they positive? Are they driven? Do they have a can-do attitude? A can-perform attitude? Do they love the business? Number two is personal values. For example, integrity. Like at Success Africa, if someone shows any inkling of lack of integrity, out, because we know then that there's going to be trouble ahead, both internally and externally, because a business cannot be sustained for years if there is a lack of integrity. Another one is adaptability. See, there are people I see, like the team I have at the moment, they are really adaptable. They can fit anywhere. They can fit in any circumstance. So you need to watch out for that. Is the person you're engaging adaptable? Can they connect with a cleaner or sweeper in the same way they can, in the same spirit? A minute later, they go to the boardroom, connect with the top level CEOs. That's adaptability, and that's a great skill to have. The other one is passion. If people are not keen on the industry they are in, the business they are in, if there is no genuine love, then there will be challenges. So you need to look out for that passion. Is there that drive? Is there that energy? Is there that emotional connection? Now, as we're saying all this, here, let me give you the 5 C's of picking the best team possible. Number one is competence. So someone may have great attitude and all this, but if the competence is not there, still you're going to struggle. So look for competence. Do they have the skills? The key is character. Character is who a person is, what they value, who they are, their heart. Are they fighters? Do they have integrity? That's character. That competence will take you to the top and character will keep you there. That people hire for competence and they fire for character. So you need to look at someone's character. The third thing is compatibility. If you find people are struggling to blend in, that's going to be an issue. So you should be on the lookout. How does someone's personality look like? Would they blend in based on the culture you're looking at? Another one is connector. A connector is someone who is able to link to resources in case of a challenge. Are they able to connect the dots? Are they able to connect different personalities to different opportunities? And then the 5th C is communication. Are they great communicators, both in speech and in writing? Because communication is what glues everything together. So someone needs to be, whether it's a communications test that you need to put across or something like that, it's very, very important. Now, let's look at the mistakes to avoid when leading a team. Number one is being too busy for the team. I realized that myself at Success Africa, and of recent I had to come up with a way to make sure that I pinpoint a couple of hours a week to make sure I engage with the rest of the team. So you don't want to be too busy for the team. If you're too busy for the team, they will also be too busy for the vision that you have. The other one is being too friendly. I'm not saying that you become so cold. So two extremes are not good either. So you have to find a balance. You have to be friendly, but at the same time, when it's business, then it's business. When it's to laugh, then you laugh. So you have to find that middle ground. The other one is being bossy. It's not about being bossy. It's about being a leader. It's not about showing your power. It's about empowering other people, and that's the leadership. The other one, you have to be careful not to show preference. The moment you show preference, other people will feel uncomfortable. Some people call it favoritism, and you don't want to create an impression that you favor other people more than others or the rest. The other one is not leading by example. I recall there's a time, I've always believed in timekeeping. So there's a time, for internal staff meetings, I would come 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late. So one of my managers reminded me, say, boss, we are going out to keep time, but for internal meetings, you're not. And that was a good wake-up call in that I was not leading by example. So of course, things changed from then on. And for me, it's very important that you lead by example, otherwise it will catch up with you. The other one is not acting on people's suggestions. And even worse is to promise that you'll act on something and you don't. So when you promise to act on something, please do act on it right away or as fast as humanly possible. When you don't act on people's suggestions, then they lose that energy, that drive to contribute to the vision of the organization. So as we conclude this particular segment, I want you to write 2 to 3 strategies to use while choosing your team. So what are those 2 to 3 strategies you need to pay attention to while choosing your team? Now, let me know your thoughts and what you've learned in this. Those are my contacts on the screen. You can find me at ethanmussolini.com in case you want to learn more, or you can check me out on info@ethanmussolini.com or call +256 772 936361. And on different social media outlets on the same name, which is Ethan Mussolini. That's my Twitter handle, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and also Instagram. I would also highly recommend that for corporate trainings, in case you want to engage my company to train your organization, whether it's customer service, leadership, communication skills, sales, and several others, you can go to success-africa.com. Oh, and by the way, if you are below the age of 40, I created a resource which you can find out at ethan@40.com. This I created it recently before turning the age of 40. So I share my top life and business lessons by the age of 40. So when you enter your first name and email, then you get an automated email. Once you confirm, every single day you get an email with a video sharing with you one of my topmost life and business lessons to access. By the way, in case you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'll be releasing these videos over on my YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/user/Ethan Mussolini. Subscribe to the channel, and then I'll see you in the next videos.